welcome to Great Day Houston. Our first guest is part of a very elite group. A lot of aspiring actors would love to be in her shoes. She starred in one of Broadway's biggest hits, and she won a Tony for it. But the road to Broadway started right here in Houston. Please welcome Angelica Schuyler from the original Broadway cast of Hamilton, but the folks here in Houston know her by her real name, Renee Elise Goldsberry. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you never know what you're going to expect when we come to Great Day Houston. But when you saw like a king all dressed up, that wasn't weird to you from the theater world?
No, I feel more at home with a king.
Yeah.
Starting my day, it is a great day. Thank you for that.
Yes. All right. We'll talk about that Renaissance Festival in just a little bit. You're in town to perform with the Symphony, and what's so interesting is that a lot of times we forget. We put performers in like a certain kind of box, and when you have a great voice, you just have a great voice. You'll be doing a little bit of everything, not necessarily how we know you.
Yes, this is the pop series with your amazing Houston Symphony, and I'm excited because I'm going to be performing. Actually, you know, I did this concert once, and some family came and they said, "Is it going to be opera?" Yeah. And really, it's songs that you know and love. It's pop songs and soulful songs, spiritual songs. A little Aretha's in there.
Oh.
And most definitely some songs from the Broadway shows I've done, like Rent and The Lion King and Hamilton.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So it's a good time, and we just want to have a party. We want to have a love fest.
Which has been something that's so cool with the Houston Symphony. I mean, a lot of times people, if you haven't been, you don't understand what it is. It's so broad.
Yes, it is. They're just doing a really good job of bringing in all kinds of different audiences. They had Common there last night, me there tonight. I mean, I just know in the pop series that it's the idea that orchestral music has to be one particular thing. Let me tell you, when you have a symphony as world-renowned as this one, anything sounds great. I do a blues tune, a Bob Dylan blues tune, and when the orchestra kicks in, I'm like, oh,
yeah, right?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I should say, welcome back home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your dad was kind of a science mind type of guy.
Yeah, chemist
but
and a
secretly, chemist and a physicist, you said? Okay, but secretly, what did he want to be?
A temptation. A temptation.
Yeah, but it was just his imagination running away with him. Yeah.
She was singing this backstage, like nobody's business right here. Yeah, my father, was singing all the time in my home. My mother put us in theater school when I was very, very young, right here in Houston, Houston International Theater School. My first shows were professional shows that we did in this company of children, right all around Houston.
When did you know that you loved it, though?
The very first show I did, I was 8 years old, Guys and Dolls. I played a doo-doo-doo-doo girl. That's basically the ensemble. And I just knew when it was over, it was the sadness that the show was over, actually.
It's funny, a lot of folks who act have said that before.
Yeah.
Shirley Ralph, who originated, Dreamgirls on Broadway.
She did.
She said she was 10 years old, Annie, get your gun, and she just said, when everybody started clapping, she looked and she went, I want some of this for the rest of my life. Right?
That's beautiful. For me, it was the sadness when the family disbands.
Yeah, exactly.
You create
it is like
this little family, and then everybody goes off into their life, and I was just really like, oh God, this is where they all go. Why is it over?
Yeah.
I want to do another one. Lord, if you give me another shot, I promise when they point at me, I'll sing loud.
Yeah, you had a lot of shots. and you continue to have them coming because,
thank God.
And you've been one of those actors who's been able to do a number of things. The soap opera world is different than drama TV is different from being on stage, as you know, but you had One Life to Live.
I did, One Life to Live, yes. Evangeline Williamson.
Yes.
Any of y'all know her? I was a very kind lawyer on One Life to Live.
But it also sparked, because there was an interracial relationship in there, and as far as we've come, people still get shocked by some things.
I know, it was actually a good thing, the controversy, it was like around having a kind of an interracial love triangle. It just brought a lot of people up to the forefront, and online for the first time to kind of always defend my character. I have fans that I consider friends still from Evangeline.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I love soap operas because there's that moment where you have to hold that pause when you're looking into their eyes. Like can you do it for us? Like the yeah. There you go. Right there. Yes. Yes.
I think you just. I still do it now on in film and on television shows that I do now. It's just kind of breathing in and clearing your mind and letting them imagine what you're thinking.
You were on The Good Wife, Nala and the Lion King. I mean, The Color Purple. You've done some really great things. Okay, so let's get to Hamilton, which did you know it was going to take off the way it did?
I knew that it was the most amazing and original thing I'd ever heard. I knew that I had to stop everything I was doing. You know, I'm always really interested in trying to spend as much time with my family as possible because it took me so long to get those kids. And so to leave them to go do something is always something I take very seriously. But when I heard the song Satisfied, which my character sings in Hamilton, for the first time it was a demo, I just stopped everything. I was like, I got to be there.
Yeah.
I got to be there. So yeah,
didn't you have some second thoughts about even auditioning?
I almost didn't, because I didn't think they would give me the job if they were looking for like a Nicki Minaj type. And I just didn't give myself credit for being that kind of hip hop fabulous. But it worked out.
Yeah. Okay, wait. In case you don't know, let's show you how well it worked out.
But if you know anything about me, I've spent the last 10 years of my life, what some would consider the lifeblood of a woman's career, just trying to have children. And I get to testify in front of all of you that the Lord gave me Benjamin and Brielle, and then he still gave me this.
Oh my God, you're making me cry.
Oh, but that is so cool.
Oh my God, you made me cry.
And it still makes you emotional.
It does make me emotional. I mean, unlike what my friends think, I don't actually watch that speech every day.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen that. So yeah, that makes me cry. It's very, very true.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful moment to stand on stage with a microphone and be able to thank God for the blessings in my life.
And of course, when you win a Tony, it means you can earn more Benjamins because you won a Tony. You won a Tony for Hamilton, which means you can win more Benjamins. I mean, you get more Benjamins. Okay, whatever I'm saying there.
Hilarious. But I'll take it.
Yeah, right,
I'll take it.
But you know what you alluded to in there, though, was you know, that whole thing of can you have it all, as women ask over and over again. And for people who don't know, theater work can be very grueling. You're on it, right? And then there's the evenings and the whole bit and the traveling.
Yeah.
So you know, the can you have it all, and I think that's kind of where some of your tears come from.
Absolutely.
Is that you made things happen.
Yeah, and I think we probably want to prioritize what you. I don't know that you can have it all every day.
At the same time. Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm always praying, just mainly to get in my life what I'm supposed to have. You know, we all, regardless of whether or not you're on Broadway or starring in a movie, we all have a mission and a purpose. And so I think that's what we're all looking for, is every single day, what is it today? If I'm stuck in this airport, who am I supposed to talk to?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
I do the same thing.
Whatever.
Or if I'm in traffic, who am I supposed to let in and who am I supposed to not let in and teach them a lesson?
Oh my gosh, now that is new for me. I need to expand into traffic. But that's what we're asking on the large scale and in the small scale every day. And so that's what I'm constantly doing.
Yeah. What's your advice for young performers? Because we have a very vibrant theater community here, as you know.
You do.
And I get stopped all the time. People saying, how do I?
I always tell people to start, which my mother's advice actually, you know, be a big fish in a small pond. Start right here. In Houston, there is Houston International Theater School, where I came up. There's Tuts. There's High School for Performing and Visual Arts that my young goddaughter just got into. And in your school, sing. What is it? High School Musical. Do it. Yeah. And insist on, ask for them. Insist on opportunities to stand on stage, even if you don't think that's what you want to do. Right. And I encourage the teachers, because that's what I was blessed with here in Houston. Teachers that didn't just think I was bad because I wouldn't shut up. You know what I mean?
Right? They put that energy somewhere.
They put that, and they actually gave me something to do. They gave me responsibility. They put a microphone in my face and said, if you're going to make fun of me singing, why don't you sing?
Yeah.
You know? So I encourage. I'm just grateful that I came from this community
Well, we love that you came back to this community.
And I'm grateful that you brought me back.
Yeah, you can come back as much as you want.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And you can see Renee Elise Goldsberry perform this weekend with the Houston Symphony. Shows are at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. For tickets and more information, we have a link on our site, greatdayhouston.com.